Hello, everyone. So you probably know it's Sima, and today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic because, today we're trying to change things up a little bit. So, as you can see here, we're going to be talking about types of scientific ologies. And, yep, proceed. Firstly, what are ologies? Ologies are basically the words that end with the suffix ology, like biology, which means that it's a branch of study or it's a study of something. For example, you have astrology, biology, geology. That means you're studying something, and it has its own, branch. This is a quote by me. Science is so fascinating, so remember to not call your teacher grandma or mom accidentally. It's literally so embarrassing to do that, and I've did it countless times and I still think about it. Yeah, you can proceed. So, the first type of ology we're going to be talking about is biology. So, unless you have been living under a rock or you're just dumb, you must have heard about the term biology. The word biology is derived from the Greek words bios, meaning life, and logos, because logi, biology. And they just make the term biology, meaning study, and is defined as the science of life and living organisms. So what do? They study lives and organisms. Okay, an organism is a living entity consisting of one cell. For example, bacteria, or several cells, animals, plants, fungi, etc. Proceed. Astrology. I know everyone here is excited for this. Astrology is the belief that positions of the stars and movements of planets of the solar system, like asteroids and other stars, but not as much, have an influence on the events, lives, and behavior of people. You see, these people who study astrology and believe in astrology, that means that the movement of the stars and the constellations, they affect a person and their life. The aim of astrology is also to direct people to live a certain way. The original purpose of astrology was to inform the people of the course of their life based on the positions of the planets and of the 12 astrology signs, of their birth or conception. So, the 12 signs are Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio. Everyone has a zodiac sign, so I bet you saw yours. Now, this is really interesting, and this is really fun, and I'm glad I wrote about it because I wanted to tell you guys about it. Numerology. Numerology is the branch of knowledge that deals with the occult significance of numbers. Numerology is an in-depth analysis of numbers to discover more information about a person or an event, and to determine these attributes about who you are as a soul. A numerology chart is formulated on your date of birth and your name. How do you calculate your life path and find out what your life number is, which is basically your destiny and life purpose? So you see, numerology, everyone has a numerology chart, okay? And how can you find your number or life path number? Okay, you add your birthday. We're going to talk about it later, but what is the point of it? It tells you, for example, what your sole purpose is. What are you here to do? Are you here to inspire, to advocate, to heal, to teach? Okay, so you add your date of birth and try to reduce it to a single number. For example, I am born on the 18th of February in 2008. So 1 plus 8 is 9. And then you have all those calculations. I did that by myself. That means I'm not a failure in math. I'm actually good at math, guys. So my life path, that means that my life path number is life path number 3. So when I looked it up, my life path number 3, it said that my destiny is to create and advocate and to also express my feelings to the world by some kind of way. So, and some possible career choices, like something that will fit my purpose and destiny: influencer, poet, politician, and others. So you can either add, it depends, actually. You can either add your whole birthday until it reaches a single digit, or just add your birthday. Like, for example, 1 plus 8 is 9. And that is numerology. Not only that, but for example, if you see random numbers and you keep seeing them, it may not be a total coincidence, but it may actually mean something that is coming towards you in life. It's your choice to believe this or to not believe this, but I think it's pretty interesting. You may proceed.
Mm-hmm.
Geology. Oh, this is really interesting. Geology is an earth science concerned with the solid earth, the rocks of which it is composed, and the processes by which they change over time. So, coming from the word geo, you guys do realize geo means something like earth or rocks, okay? So, geology, the study of rocks, studies the earth and its processes. Geology studies Earth's processes, many processes such as landslides, earthquakes, fluids, volcanic eruptions, and these can be hazardous to people. So geologists work to understand these processes well enough to avoid building important structures where they might be damaged. Like, for example, I am a geologist, and I'm like, hey, are you planning to build that mall over there? And they're like, yeah, we want to. Oh no, as a geologist, I'm telling you, there may be there's frequent earthquakes, and this can be very, very harmful, because what if there's an earthquake and then everyone's harmed? But give me a second. Apologies, let's continue. So, with a geologist knows what happens in Earth, the rocks, the processes, and all. So, being a geologist is actually pretty fun, because you get to study Earth. I mean, what's so wrong about knowing what's inside your Earth? You may proceed, Alia. Gemology. Now, these, gemology, it kind of you take it it's about rocks, but it's not the same thing as geology, but it can be considered a small part of it. What is gemology? From the name, gems. Gemology is the science of studying, cutting, and valuing precious stones, but the essence of gemology is in identifying the gemstones. One who works in the field of gemology is called a gemologist, and jewelers and goldsmiths also may be gemologists. Gemologists can either teach, work as jewelers, or work independently. So these people are like, oh yeah, this is a stone, this is an amethyst, this is a clear quartz. And sometimes if you want to, test your crystals and gems and see if they're actually real, you can go to any jewelry store and, is there a gemologist here? Oh yeah, I'm a gemologist. What's up? I'm like, oh cool, can you please see if these are real? And no, this is fake. I'm going to sue the place that sold them to me. Anyways, my favorite gemstones are moldavite, clear quartz, amethysts, and rose quartz, and ruby. I love these. They give me very pretty energy, and because amethyst is my birthstone. What are yours? You're free to tell me anytime what your favorite gemstones are, and I can maybe give you your birthstone, and you can maybe consider buying it. I don't know. You may proceed. Astrobiology. This is you can see the word astro, okay? It's a keyword, but it's not the same as astrology. When we first talked about this topic, we mentioned astrobiology. Okay, now how about biology, but in outer space? You're studying life and stuff in outer space. Astrobiology, formerly known as exobiology, is an indisciplinary scientific field concerned with the origins, early evolution, distribution, and future of life in the universe. Astrobiology considers the question of whether extraterrestrial, I practiced this, life exists, and if it does, how humans can detect it. So let's say I'm on Earth, and one day I'm like, what the hell is happening up there? So I'm like, I want to study what's happening up there. So you can find these people, for example, NASA. You can find just people who like to teach astrobiology, which is probably known as exobiology and all. It's life, but outside Earth, in outer space, You may proceed, Alia. Thank you so much for listening.